Hey you guys, welcome to my minimalistic bedside nursery tour. We are starting off this video with my baby's record book, as you can see. So let's go straight into the next clip. So as you enter our bedroom, the first thing you see is the nappy bin and obviously the bed, and for obvious reasons I sleep on the left side of the bed. Okay, so here initially the plan was to have this, what is it called, chest of drawers, cabinet, whatever, cupboard, so that I can put my baby's clothes in it, but things didn't really work out. So we had laid the cupboard, but I think we miscalculated the measurements. So when the cupboard got delivered, the cupboard was not fitting properly in this position. It was too big and it was blocking the entrance and exit of the bedroom. So we decided to take it back, which was really sad because I really wanted it, but I had to accept that it was not going to work, and the fact that I had to wait for it for 3 months is what really bummed me, because we had laid it, as I mentioned before. But it's all good. I made a space for my baby in my cupboard, and I'm going to show you in the next clip. So this was month 1 to month 3. This is the setup that we had. This is the first shelf that I placed my baby stuff in. It's just his bath stuff, lotions, towel, basket, and his baby record book. And then in the basket, one of the baskets, I think this is the second one if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I kept all his bibs, his what do you call them, beanies, his washing rags, we call them washing rags, get guys in his closet, bath towels, whatever, his socks, and you name it, it was in there. Then his first cupboard had his, not cupboard, first shelf had his clothes. So obviously as presented in the previous clip, and then in this shelf we had his clothes. So starting off on the right, these were his short sleeve, short leg onesies. Then these were his pants, yeah, and then shorts and short sleeved, I don't know what this segment was for, but yeah, stuff. And then but I think it was like shorts and short sleeved. I don't know what this long sleeved top is doing there. Oh, these were actually like pairs, like 2-piece outfits, yes. Then there we had his long sleeved short pant, short leg guys, I don't know how you call this, but yeah. And then here we had his short sleeved and short leg onesies, guys. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think you guys understand. As you can see, it doesn't have like legs, yeah. And then up we had his long sleeved full onesie, basically, yeah, full onesie, and then his warm clothes over there. And then this is now an update. Baby boy has moved into the bedroom. Not that he was not moved into the bedroom, but he has fully occupied more shelves in my cupboard. So the first shelf was obviously stuff that his toiletries that I don't use, like ones that are still in packaging and have not been used. Second shelf are his blankets, sheets, and all that. Then in this shelf we have his clothes. This is obviously now 4 to 6 months slash 3 to 6 months clothing. He's obviously grown, and we gave away his stuff that were for when he was younger. So yeah, simple. This is just my organization. It makes it easier for me to find what I need to find. It is t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, pants, sleeping wear, warm clothes, and 2-piece outfits. Simple. Still kept the same routine. And then this is a cupboard where I keep all his medicines and his toiletries. I'm not going to dwell much on the toiletries he uses because I'm going to share a separate video about that. And then this shelf, I just keep his beanies, his bibs, his baby shoes, socks, and nappies that I'll use for the day, so that I don't have to always reach out into his nappy station. And then these are his clothes that have been hanged. This is all 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, 6 to 12 months clothing that needed the hanger, obviously. So yeah, guys, that's about it. And for obvious reasons, I sleep on the left side, as mentioned in the previous clip, because it's closer to the bathroom, closer to everything that I need for baby during the night, during the day. As you can see, that's my nappy station, and the baby cot is obviously next to me. I should mention we had decided to buy a co-sleeper, but then realized that we would have to buy a cot as he grows older, so we opted for a cot. And this is basically his nappy changing station. And then that is his trolley, where I kept all his stuff before I switched to the cupboard, obviously. And I'm going to share a bit more of this. And then these are my books, not my books, but these are my son's books. This is a book that I bought for him, and it's basically a good book for babies 1 to 3 months. Teaches them about shapes and color and all of that. And then this is a book that he got from a friend of mine as a gift. It was one of my baby shower gifts, and I really enjoy reading this book to him at night. It's got different stories, and even though he doesn't understand, I think he does enjoy it. And then this book is also one of my favorites. He got it as a dedication gift from one of the pastors at our church. He was on the day he was dedicated to the Lord. Yeah. Okay, and then we are off to the trolley station, if I can call it that. This is obviously Panado, and I use it for days when he seems like he's coming down with the flu, maybe his temperature is high, or when he seems like he has teething pain. TC, so I had that for that. This is a cream that was prescribed by his what do they call them, pediatrician, because he had a serious case of cradle cap, which I will share in a separate video. But yeah, this is just a nipple cream that I used when I was breastfeeding. And yeah, basically this is a range of his medications. And then this is just a kind of like a toiletry bag where I keep his thermometer, brushes, combs, nail cutters. Then this is a plug, guys, for wind and gas in babies. This is what I used. I don't think I'm going to share a separate video, guys. It's self-explanatory. This is what I use for my baby. He didn't really suffer a lot from colic, but I think when he's around 5 months to 9, when he was around 5 weeks to 9 weeks, he did develop gas. So this is what really helped him. And then these are the bottles that I used. The 2 bottles at the back are Clicks brand. I did not use those. I only used the Tommy Tippy ones. I gave those away. And then this is the nursing tea that I've drank since his first day on earth. Yeah, because I am breastfeeding and I have been breastfeeding, and it really helps. And these are the wipes that I use for my baby. I sometimes alternate with the aloe vera ones, but these are my go-to. Guys, I cannot stress enough that these are the best wipes. Tried using different brands. I tried using the Clicks brand of the wipes, and I tried using the, what do you call it? The Bennett's brand. Guys, I was so disappointed. Those wipes are so thin and they easily break, and they don't give you enough grip on them, and as a result you have to use a lot so that you can be able to wipe your baby's bum properly. So I honestly personally do not recommend the Bennett's or the Clicks brand. This is my go-to. They're nice and thick and they're nice and watery. So yeah. Okay, and then we come to the diaper story, guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that in the past months, I was literally back and forth between Huggies and Pampers, and I think I finally found home in Pampers Premium Care. When my child was born, I started using Huggies Extra Care for him, but then as time went by, I noticed a few things that I didn't like about Huggies. Firstly, when he peed and maybe he was in the diaper for a bit of time, you could literally smell the pee from the diaper. And the second problem that I didn't like about Huggies was that the stretchy part on the sides was not really stretchy. It was actually hard, and you'd find that sometimes when the diaper was too tight on the baby, it would literally leave some markings on the side. In Xhosa we say iyamtyabula, which means it can actually make his skin irritable. So I didn't like that about Huggies. And what I liked about Pampers is that you couldn't really smell the pee from the diaper, and it's got nice stretchy material on the sides, which stretches nice and fits properly on the child. So I love that. But both diapers have that advantage of the blue strip, which tells you it's actually a yellow strip when you put the diaper on the child, but then it turns blue once the child has peed on the nappy, so it tells you when you need to change the baby. So yeah guys, other than that, Huggies is a good brand, but I prefer Pampers, and I've been using it for the past 4 months. Another thing I should mention that I didn't like about Huggies is that my baby diapers used to leak a lot with Huggies, but then with ePampers, I haven't really experienced any leaks. I also learned that putting too much bum cream can cause leaks with the nappy. So yeah, I learned a lot of things that could cause it. But I must say with Pampers, I never experienced any leaks. If it did happen, it was probably once or twice. But other than that, it was less compared to Huggies. Also, another thing I like about Pampers is that it absorbs the pee, and I think it has this gel like tapper-like stuff inside the diaper that makes the diaper soft even though it's full. Whereas with the Huggies, it actually creates this bulge and makes the nappy like hard when the nappy is full, and I didn't like that. So yeah, big ups to Pampers, guys. Okay, and then this is the bum cream that I use for my child. Guys, I believe in pseudo cream with everything in me. Fun fact is that I used this years ago for my acne. Someone suggested it to me years ago, so I used it. It worked very well for my skin, so it's just like there is no doubt that I'm not going to use it on my child. And I would have used Ipepanthen if I could afford it, but child, the Panthen is for the rich, and I'm not there yet. So yeah, pseudo cream it is. So yeah guys, that was my minimalistic bedside nursery tour. We've kept everything simple, and we basically did what we thought would work for us, and it has worked amazingly. We're high believers of less is more, and that the most important thing for any baby is that they are fed, and that they are safe, and that their nappies are changed, and they are in good health. Sometimes we try to make things beautiful, but in reality, a child is not really going to remember all of those things, but they're going to remember how well they were taken care of. And we could have used our second bedroom as his nursery, but firstly, because it is the guest bedroom, we didn't want to change that. And then secondly, the other thing is that if you didn't know, guys, SIDS is a real thing, which is sudden infant death syndrome. So we decided that we would co-sleep with our son until he is a bit older, and then he could move to his own room. And it really did work well for us. We haven't experienced any problems, and we have been able to establish a proper routine. And yeah, basically that is that. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like the video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and if there's any questions you want to ask me, please do so in the comment section.